Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. When Nana feels uneasy, she cancels Sonny's wedding. According to General Hospital, Nana Reeves is undoubtedly in love with Sonny Corinthos, but recent events have left her unsure of whether she wants to continue with him. When Nana found out that Curtis Ashford, Donald Turner, had been shot, her worries only grew as she suspected that Sonny might have been the intended victim. General Hospital rumors indicate that Anna Devane was successful in convincing Nina that it was probably an attempt to harm her. But as Nina learns how risky Sonny's way of life is, her fear will only worsen. She might consider if she wants to spend the rest of her life in continual terror as Sonny's wife. Perhaps Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, was correct in thinking that she wasn't the kind of companion Sonny needed. And, although Nina's worries about Sonny's way of life are understandable, they could influence her to make poor choices. She might begin to doubt whether Sonny is truly the ideal man for her as she spends more time with Eddie Main/Ned Quartermain, just because she begins to believe someone else's husband might be. It appears like there is a pattern here. Sonny will be occupied with his own problems, as well as those of Carly and the ongoing search for his assailant. He might be unaware of how much of Nana's focus is on Eddie. Sonny stated that their decision to have a small wedding had nothing to do with their worries about being targeted on the big day when Don Falconeri questioned him about it. But they now will. Nina pulls away as Sonny consoles Carly in GH League. Nina needs to be able to trust Sonny to protect her even in the most hazardous circumstances. What does it say about Nina's knowledge of Sonny's existence in reality that she is already debating whether she wants to live the rest of her life in danger with security constantly watching her? Carly is having difficulty coming up with the $5 million she owes the SEC. Although Diane Miller specifically forbade Sonny from assisting his ex, that doesn't mean he won't find another method to do it so as to avoid having his name on the check. Sonny's willingness to spend more on Carly than he did on her ring may not sit well with Nina. Hospital in general, Nina's eyes are opened by Eddie. Nina will lick her wounds and keep flattering Eddie while Sonny wanders toward Carly. The wedding arrangements will be abandoned as Nina begins to doubt whether it would be safe for her to share her life with this man. Nina will find Eddie to be a welcome diversion from the commotion going on around her as he is still dealing with his identity dilemma. In contrast to the ongoing drama and heartbreak of Sonny's worth, Nina will start to fall for how carefree and safe Ned feels as she and Eddie develop a stronger friendship. Eddie may seem like a reliable diversion for Nina, but he has issues of his own. He is under a lot of stress as a result of his mental health problems. Given that he could suddenly realize who he really is, he might not be the ideal person for Nina to rely on during this trying time. He was also capable of recalling Nina's past actions. However, Eddie will give Nina a fresh outlook on life, which can make her question whether the mobster who captured her heart is worth all of this. Austin's message, Ava's confession, Sonny's anxiety, Gregory's warning. Ava Jerome, Maura West, has a confession to make, according to General Hospital. It's not the real Leo Quartermain. A show is put on by Lucy Coe. Roger Howarth's Austin Gatlin Holt conveys a statement. Josh Swickard's Harrison Chase searches for Ned Quartermain. Gregory Chase is issued a caution. Dan Falconeri is looking for someone to trust. Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, is concerned that a coworker may have turned against him. Hospital in general, Ava tells all Ava is fully aware of her predicament, but she hasn't felt desperate enough to admit her mistakes to anyone who might be able to assist her in climbing out of this hole. Would she be willing to do that right now? Maybe she'll be honest with Sonny about how inward she is with Mason Gatlin, or maybe this is all about her revealing her affections for Austin. Leo acts out, according to the General Hospital. Josh Kelly's stable boy Cody Bell will save the day when Leo finds himself in a little trouble. Cody might unexpectedly disclose a side of himself to Brooke Lynn Quartermain, Amanda Seton, and Olivia Quartermain in the process. as Leo does the same. GH Lucy performs well. For her meal with Jackson Montgomery, Walt Willie, Lucy would go all out. When he smells a rat, though, will he catch her and her sister, Felicia Scorpio? Sonny issues orders for Dex to dispose of a body following a horrific discovery. According to General Hospital, Dex Heller will return to a place he is comfortable with over the week of July 24 to 28. Dex, as Deputy Mayor Eileen Ashby, Heather Mazer, crossed Victor Cassadine and paid the price, was the one who discovered her body, as GH fans are aware. Now that GH spoilers indicate Dex will find something horrifying, it appears that he will come upon a body once more. Typically, that refers to when someone shows up after dying on a soap opera. Assuming Dex does discover a body someplace, we must speculate as to who it might belong to. Based on several nearby spoilers for the same week, Mason Gatlin appears to be a strong possibility. Dex will make this horrifying discovery on the same day as Sonny overhears a fight. Once their conflict with Mason gets out of hand, Ava Jerome, Maura West, and Austin Gatlin Holt, Roger Howarth, may disagree on Mason's demise. Regardless, Sonny will reportedly provide orders to Dex after discovering a body, so he might give Dex instructions on how to dispose of it. Around this time, Ava will also be required to give an explanation, after which she will need the assistance of a former foe. We'll see Ava make a significant confession, so she can finally tell Sonny the whole unpleasant story and hope he'll be willing to assist her in Austin. Will Sonny learn about all the chaos involving Nicholas Cassadine, last portrayed by Adam Huss, and how Mason ultimately turned to blackmail? Before determining Mason's body needs to vanish, will Sonny learn more about the perilous boss Mason and Austin are dealing with? If Ava does confess to Sonny, he will undoubtedly be angry with her for waiting so long to come to him. Sonny might nevertheless assist in tidying up the problem, because Avery Corinthos would be devastated if Ava was sent to jail. Of course, it's possible that someone else's body will be discovered, but the circumstances seem to point to Mason's demise. General Hospital rumors indicate that when a dispute with Mason ends fatally, Ava would need to break some unexpected news to Sonny. The only thing that can be said negatively about Maurice Benard's co-star on General Hospital is that who knew Evan Hofer and Dex from General Hospital shared such a strong bond? Of course there are those abs and that jawline, but Maurice Benard has also shown us that both of them seem to have trouble listening to authority. Okay, sort of. Dex might not pay attention to Sonny, but Michael was always the one he was genuinely working for, so it makes sense. Hofer may not work for Benard in real life, but that does not mean that he is not the boss in Sonny's portrayal. And as a result, his statements must be considered as gospel. That was made abundantly evident when Benard posted a humorous video to Instagram. Mr. Evan Hofer doesn't just have a nice face and a 10-pack, Sonny's portrayer remarked below the footage, but he can also act. The only drawback is that he occasionally doesn't listen to the boss. This last point became apparent when he attempted to display one of Benard's State of Mind shirts from his mental health vlog, only to have Sonny's portrayer mock him for botching the sale. As you can tell by the adoring comments, he didn't actually mess up, but the entire episode is still well worth watching below. And the boss influence knows no bounds because after Stephen A. Smith complimented the pair and chuckled, Benard said, "Brick is next." So let that serve as a lesson to anyone who discusses State of Mind, the excellent podcast by Maurice Benard. Oh, I'm sorry. The best podcast ever. We intended to say the best. We can listen, I assure you. Thanks for watching if you liked this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any updates.